In the field of psychology, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias in which people of low ability have illusionary superiority and mistakenly assess their cognitive ability as greater than it is. The cognitive bias of illusionary superiority comes from the inability of low ability people to recognize their lack of competence or incompetence. Without the self-awareness of metacognition, low ability people cannot objectively evaluate the competence or incompetence. That is the definition of the Dunning-Kruger effect, as presented on Wikipedia. How about this? Inflated sense of intellect, lack of knowledge on a subject, overconfident opinion, see no flaws in their argument. Does this sound like a group of people you know? A perfect way to illustrate this effect is with contestants on the X Factor.
I've got a natural gift. I don't have any training whatsoever. I had hardly any training whatsoever, and you know. Just go in there and sing.
Just go in there and sing.
Raw. You know what I'm saying?
Ready?
It's my dream. It's my passion. A big chance it is.
Stand on the X, please.
Alright, guys.
And what's your name?
Zoe.
And why are you here today?
To win the X Factor.
Really? Are you good enough?
Yeah.
Why?
I think I've got the potential and talent.
OK, name me one artist in the world you think you could be as successful as.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Someone like that.
And what are you going to sing?
Beautiful by Christina Aguilera.
Good. Good, it's a very good song.
Every day is so wonderful, then suddenly it's hard to breathe. I am beautiful in every single way. Yes, what can bring me down? Oh no, so don't you bring me down today.
Thank you very much indeed. It was terrible.
No way.
I'm afraid so.
Sharon, what do you think?
How long have you been studying singing?
I haven't been studying it.
Okay, Danny, what do you think?
Okay, you've got a very explosive personality. It's something for you in the performing arts, but it's definitely not singing.
God.
Right, yes or no, Sharon?
No.
Danny?
Oh my God.
Danny?
No.
Louis?
Absolutely no.
Right.
Right, I know. You haven't even heard me sing my second
Yeah,
song
we've heard
yet.
enough, darling.
You're
You're
dreadful.
not good enough.
You're dreadful.
Thank you very
I can't
much.
believe that.
Off you go.
What do we now?
Goodbye.
Awful,
Spoiled,
awful,
spoiled
awful,
child.
awful,
Gosh,
Awful,
her
awful,
parents,
awful.
what have they done to her?
It's made a fool of me. Flipping fool of her.
Right, your name is?
Ashwin.
Ashwin. Happy to see the girls?
Yep. I'm sure they'll be happy to see me once I'm done.
Good, okay. You're very confident.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Right, can I start?
Yeah.
2 hours of pushing broom bison, a heap of 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road.
How do you think it went?
Brilliantly.
I thought you'd say that. Louis?
It was just very, very average. Everything
Sorry?
everything was average.
What's your definition of average?
You.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
It's called the X Factor. You don't have it.
No, I don't have the X Factor, but I've
Ashwin-
got everything else that's even bigger than the X Factor.
Well, the show is called The X Factor, which is a bit of a problem. There is a difference between being confident and deluded, and you fall, unfortunately, into the latter. No one would pay to see you perform.
I know a lot of people who'd pay at least a tenner to see me.
I know a lot of people who'd pay not to hear you, Ashwin.
Whatever.
Louis, yes or no?
No.
Cheryl?
No.
Danny? That's it, Ashwin.
No, your loss, not mine. You haven't heard the last of me. I'm warning you. I will be bigger than you. You'll be coming for me for a job, not me to you. I'm warning you, Simon. You haven't heard the last of me. Farewell.
Farewell.
It. They have made the biggest mistakes of their lives. Because my name is Ashwin, and one day Simon Cowell will come begging to kiss my shoes for a job. I never saw that coming.
They don't know what they don't know. So they think they know almost everything. Educated or skilled people know there is a much larger area that they don't know about their given subject. As they delve deeper and deeper, they realize it is a never-ending cycle of learning that may never conclude. So they doubt themselves. The complete opposite to people experiencing the Dunning-Kruger effect.
What's going on? Because I feel like before you start singing, you already feel defeated. So what's going on?
I just don't feel like I'm good enough.
Nicole, you are good enough. Look where you are. You know what? And why don't you sing for the people? Look at all these people are here rooting for you, okay? Do you want to try it again? You're the only one that's going to do it. We can't do it for you. But you need to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe, we're not going to believe.
I'll do it again.
All right.
Some people search for a fountain, promises forever young. Some people need 3,000 roses. That's the only way to prove you love them. Oh, some people want it all.
Okay. Thanks, fella.
It's all yours. Good luck.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Scared.
Don't be scared. Simon does bite, but don't be scared.
Okay.
All right. What's your name?
Alice Frednam.
And how old are you, Alice?
I'm 28.
28, and you're from where?
Hertfordshire.
Do you have a day job?
I'm a beauty therapist.
Have you brought anyone with you today?
No.
No? So your family don't know that you're here?
No, I didn't tell anyone because I just thought I'd rather just go it alone, and then if I'm not successful, I don't have to admit that to anyone.
Whenever you're ready. Good luck.
Okay. Thanks. Sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile in my heart. Oh, your looks are laughable. Unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. angry? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? Oh, but don't change your hair for me. Not if you care for me, babe. Say every day is Valentine's Day.
I'm going to make a claim that the higher echelons of the left use the psychological effect to control the masses. They do this by controlling the mainstream media, universities, Hollywood, the music industry, all mostly agree on the left's narrative and spread this to the masses. If everyone on the telly, your friends, your teachers, your parents, all agree with the narrative, why would you need to research it? Then the Dunning-Kruger effect kicks in. They think they are right without any research. And then we have situations like these.
My culture's swine! This guy assaulted a woman!
Prove it. He's innocent until proven guilty. Prove it. What evidence do you have?
What evidence do you have that did it?
I don't have to prove a negative. That's what makes our judicial system so amazing.
So you're gonna let a potential assaulter what kind of uncultured swine are you? Tell me! Do you not believe her? Do you not believe women who are raped and assaulted?
I believe something happened to her. I do not believe it was Brett Kavanaugh.
Why? Where do you get that idea from?
So
Your Republican talking points?
So I...
Somebody raped you! You recognize their face!
So I believe something happened to her, but I also believe in the presumption of his innocence. 35 years, she did not run into social circles.
That's why we have to have an investigation.
For 1 second, a changing narrative, 0 witnesses.
And yet, he won't even answer a question about how
she could say
it
was
blacked out. You don't open up that idea? That you could have blacked out?
So besides that, what other evidence do you have that
What
it's...
the are you doing here? Get the out of here.
I'm having a conversation.
It's nobody's damn business. And you getting all indignant about who I am, my existence.
Who's getting indignant about who you are? The people out here or the Trump supporters? Okay.
These are my people.
So your people came to protest an event that they had independently of you, and you're saying that they're making you feel not welcome in society. Okay.
Over $1 million a year should be contributing to the wellness of society.
If it's 50% now, let's say it's around 50% with taxes. We used to have a top rate of 90%. You think we should get back to that?
I mean, I think that eventually we will get back to that. I think
and
eventually.
You're okay with that? Are some of your friends okay with that? Do some of them want to be successful themselves and they'd be happy when they get to a level, maybe over 200,000, 250,000, they start paying 90% in taxes on that? They'll be happy with that?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that
Keely,
people,
come on, you're talking to me here. Your friends are going to be happy getting to a point in their career when they can look outside and say, finally, I'm able to pay 90% in taxes.
What did you think when Comey spoke under oath and he spoke about Russia and how it wasn't really a real big thing? Oh, gosh, I think I was working that day.
Do you think Russia's an issue?
I think it's a big issue.
Where are you seeing the ties and where are you seeing the problems with Trump and Russia?
I see that he's giving them information that he shouldn't be.
Where do you see that?
On the news.
Which information are you talking about?
The information that he gave that the
is the president who has lied 8,158 times.
What has he lied about?
Reported media. Lied about literally everything he's ever been asked about.
Give me one example.
One example, he's been exonerated. The Mueller report does not.
He lied about being. Don't put your lips on my mic,
buddy. I got my free speech.
Chill. That's not free speech. Chill out. What are you guys resisting?
The rise of fascism in America.
Fascism? How is Trump a fascist?
Did I say Trump was a fascist?
Okay, you said the rise of fascism. In what way? Because the economy is being deregulated. People are out here exercising free speech. Where's the fascism?
I don't want to talk to you, dude.
Man.
Jesus would control the border.
Everybody who
lives
here now is living
How am I a
illegally.
clown? Did you think that illegals voted that election?
Okay, well, they
There's
did.
no evidence.
What about...
No, the people who say that 9/11 was an inside job now say that illegals voted that election. That's the only evidence you have. That makes you...
So even though there's been... Hold on. So even though there's been legislation passed in certain cities to get illegals to vote, it doesn't exist.
Oh, you're making that up. You're an idiot.
I'm making that up.
You're
All
dumb.
right.
Let's talk about
Thank
this.
you. Okay, go ahead.
The human rights issue.
Say not in my name.
What isn't in your name?
What is in my name? This increasing move towards discrimination, racism, misogyny. We're the other 98% whatever.
98% of what?
We're the other 98%.
Well, 53% of women voted for Donald Trump.
I know, it's very sad.
So 98% of who?
System which I'm also opposed to.
Well, Hillary won the popular vote, but the people who were voting for Hillary and for Trump both accepted that they were taking part in an electoral system. They wouldn't have complained about that system if Hillary won. So it doesn't really make a difference.
Someone else, my friend.
Pardon?
Go and interview someone else.
That's a shame. Tired, cold. That's what we're up against today, I guess. What's your sign say?
It says the NRA is a terrorist organization.
Very cool. And you think ISIS is a terrorist organization?
I do, yeah.
You think Al-Qaeda?
I do.
Hamas?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all in the same category to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't even.
Are we not at a war?
That is the most ignorant, stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Are we not at a war with radical jihadism?
Okay, but are they not at a war with radical Christianity, okay?
Where are we at war with radical Christianity?
Really?
No, really. I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Actually, explain to me.
Just...
Where are we at war with radical Christians?
Yeah, they're trying to target us for no reason.
Where are the radical Christianity war? Where is that happening?
The people in power. The people in power want to make us turn on each other. That's exactly why you're trying to do this.
These are radical Christians?
Get feelings from
I just
people.
want to know about this radical Christian war that's going on. I haven't heard of it.
Ask other countries. That's all I gotta say.
Are you protesting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What's the policy that you object to?
All of it.
Just like the things he says about women and like the racism.
Like what?
Too many. Yeah.
He does not support other races.
He's got too much money.
He has to be respectful for us.
Marxism has killed more people than any other ideology over the last 100 years.
Okay. Thank you for those words.
You're welcome.
When 100 million people die under a communist dictatorship, and some of those millions are also Nazis, which is included there, whatever, you blame communism.
National Socialist Workers Party.
Or to explain it to
Is
you?
Cuba not socialist? Is North Korea not socialist? Was Vietnam not socialist? Was Zimbabwe not socialist? You can laugh all you want, Hassan,
Okay, do you
but
want me to
100
explain it
million
to you?
people died under socialism the last 100 years, and you have the gumption to continue.
Okay.
You can keep laughing to the victims' families from Cuba, from Venezuela, from Korea, from Vietnam, from Mao's China, from Stalin's Russia. The number one killer of citizens, from innocent civilians the last 100 years, has been the very idea that you shamelessly wear on your sleeve every single day. Marxism has killed more people than any other ideology over the last 100 years.
So, can you talk to us a little bit about your sign?
It says freedom for Palestine.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, I didn't really make the sign. I'm just kind of trusting the person who created it for me. They're a little bit more educated than I am. What I know is that I have Palestinian friends and they're having a really hard hard time right now, so I'm here to support them.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you think President Obama deserved the award when he won?
Yeah, he does. I feel like he actually wanted to make change instead of just sitting around.
Like what changed in your mind?
I don't know. I have to look at that more.
I would be really frustrated if he got a Nobel Peace Prize. I feel like Obama was a really great diplomat, and Trump has really staked a career on not doing that.
And what do you think Obama did to deserve it in 2009?
I mean, I'm forgetting exactly what the political events were at the time. I was in high school back then, and so, but...
What is a quaint old thing where if there aren't any guns, nobody gets shot?
And if there isn't any water,
Call me
no one will
stupid.
drown. Tell you what, you work in the guns and stop the guns.
You're right.
I work in the water
Wait.
so no one drowns anymore.
You're right.
I'll see you at noon.
You'll wait.
It's impossible.
If there is no water, nobody does drown.
Wow.
You're right.
Then let's ban water
There's
here.
no sunshine.
Bridge over
nobody
trouble
gets
and
sunburned.
get lost. You're weird.
The people that the sufferers of the Dunning-Kruger effect come up against have doubted the mainstream narrative and tend to research their doubts and listen to arguments from both sides.
What we saw is folks who were reporting on the left end of the spectrum mainly followed folks on the left, and folks on the right followed everyone.
What you were talking about earlier, that there's these bubbles.
Then they make a decision using their own bullshit filter on what is right or wrong. The left rarely doubt their own opinions and see no reason to research them. They have been infected by a mind virus that has many layers, but the Dunning-Kruger effect is the core algorithm that keeps the ignorant strong, stops them from researching, and most of all, turns the vast majority into angry, overconfident infants.
It's a fucking circus, everybody! Look! Look! Hey, I did that on purpose! It's all a fucking show! Trump sucks! Trump sucks! You suck! This ugly old bitch should stop blowing a whistle!
Other side of the wall for you.
Votes are 10 votes, Donald J. Trump. Right here on the Western Washington campus, she's going nuts with the Trump sign. With the Trump sign. She doesn't like the Trump sign.
You know it's better for people? Fucking cheap labor, that's how you get cheap shit. You pay nothing. Film it, bro, film it.
I'm filming it.
Yeah, bro. How many fucking people died from Puerto Rico? How many fucking people died from Puerto Rico?
Here's where you're at.
Read the store.
Here's
Read
where-
the store.
here's where-
Read the store. Oh, I don't give a. Get out, dude.
Dude, go ahead, take another swing at it. Make contact with me one more time. I'm gonna make a deal with you. I want to purchase that vape juice. If you sell it to me, I will. God bless America. Capitalism wins again.
It is said that arguing with a lefty liberal type is like playing chess with a pigeon. No matter how good you are, the bird is going to shit on the board and strut around like it won anyway. Like I mentioned before, when you doubt something, you tend to research it. knowledge is the answer. But this is a problem for the left. They need to keep their followers in perpetual ignorance or their lies will be exposed. They use the psychological effect, knowing their followers will ignorantly and sometimes violently defend their ideas and complete the cycle of ignorance. The effect is so strong that when presented with facts, they normally double down and most revert to insults and name-calling.
You're just a white fucking privileged racist fucking male that doesn't stand for women's rights. Get the fuck out of here.
Give a shit what he stands for. I know what it is. Deadly weapon. A pistol's a deadly weapon. Should we get rid of that? Yeah, we should. Should we get rid of knives? Yeah, we should. And bats? We should get rid of you and Trump and everyone.
And you too.
And you too.
That's how you saw
Get rid of you too. If you want to get rid of
You're honestly a sweetheart.
We're all jokes here.
No, you're a sweetheart. This is democracy.
No.
This is real. This is conversation. All right, fine. What do you want? She's a deplorable then. All right, you guys are great. What am I?
You're a little pussy bitch.
Oh, say it again.
Little pussy bitch.
You spew bullshit.
Okay, give us an example. You're just
Your conspiracy theories about 9/11.
You give us an example. You're just calling him names. We understand that you know how to curse. Give us a name.
Spews bullshit about 9/11.
Okay, give us an example.
Like your conspiracy theories. I've read them.
Okay, tell us what they are. Once again, we're telling you.
And years in advance.
Yeah.
What's that, brother?
Yes.
Things that he has said years ago have come to light in the mainstream media, and that he tells you the truth.
What's the solution? Non-violent speech. You animals.
Their minds resist the new data, as no one likes to find out they've been lied to, sometimes for their whole lives. The elite do not want you to be educated. It angers them and makes them envious. Only they should know the truth.
Sponsored by Hamas, would look to the raft of hypocrites, the raft of hypocrites on the Labour front bench,
Outrageous.
Thornbury, Abbott, Chakrabarti, all of whom don't want you to send your kids to private school or to selective schools, but do so for their kids. And for Corbyn and McDonnell,
If you start to point out the glaring inconsistencies in diversity, white hate, transgenderism, immigration, or Islam, a new line of defense kicks in: the takedown of dissenters. The truth is now seen as hate speech. If you see the truth and try to spread it, the state, press, and the annoyingly loud left minority will set into motion like the characters from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, built on groupthink and ignorance of the human psyche. And they wonder why we call them NPCs. The constant laziness of the left not to research the topics for which they argue is leading to a sickness of the mind that is disproportionately affecting the youth. The left want more censorship, and the right want less.
What's the main criticism? What's the main criticism, you guys? Is it censorship?
I mean, you just painted the picture.
Right.
Between, the left end of the spectrum is asking for more.
Sure.
And the right is asking for less.
Everyone will suffer from the Dunning-Kruger effect at some point in their life and not realize it. But if your mind is kept in perpetual ignorance, then there is no escape from this effect. Educate yourselves. Don't let others dictate what reality is.
Because we're telling people, don't think critically, don't think for yourself, just say what you should say when a person of color or a gay person or a woman says that they've been a victim. Just automatically believe them. Stop thinking. That's what the Democratic Party is becoming, and it is horrific.